loved doing people's hair, and I think I've always loved teaching as well. And so it was kind of between hairdressing and teaching. But then I think when it came to sort of deciding between the two, I decided to go on a hairdressing route because I'm quite a creative person. Hairdressing allows me to be quite creative, and I love to talk. Can't shut me up sometimes. And I think with teaching can come into that later on. I want to go into teaching hairdressing and passing on my knowledge and my experience, and sort of showing other people my passion, hopefully sort of passing on the sort of what inspires me and what motivates me to other people. So I think hairdressing combines so many different things, and I think that there's so many different opportunities in it. So that's what really drew me to hairdressing, is that it combines all of my strengths. I love doing makeup, I love fashion and all that sort of thing, and I think hairdressing combines all of that together. And just the creativity side to the fact you can do photo shoots, you can enter competitions, you can do whatever you want with hairdressing. Hair is like your canvas, and you can be as creative as you want with it, and that's what makes me want to do hairdressing. Basically, the apprenticeship, you work in a salon full time, and then you go twice a month to college, and that's where you do your sort of theory training and then any sort of advancing practical training, that sort of thing. And then it's put into practice a lot more in the salon. A typical day, you probably work 9 till 6, and it can be anything from assisting stylists and technicians to running your own column. And so at the moment I'm a second year apprentice, so I'm doing colours and blow dries and some hair up and bridal work, which is amazing because it's really what I want to do. And then it can be sort of just answering the phone, doing the little jobs that are necessary to make a salon run smoothly. So like I say, you go to college twice a month, and it's nice because everyone else there is at the same stage as you. You've got friends who are at the same level, and so you can sort of like swap tips and ideas and things like that. And so you do your theories and little tests and things like that there. And then in the salon you get a lot more sort of practical training. The application process is really easy. All the forms to fill out are really simple and straightforward. Everyone's really helpful. I suppose the only thing that I said you have to really try at is getting in there. When your child that's the most important thing, because obviously they're not judging you, but they're looking at what you can do, how you interact with people, that sort of thing. And so that's probably the most sort of hardest and the sort of competitive and stressful part. But the filling out forms part and the meeting people, everyone's so helpful. There's always someone to talk to. Like, I've got an amazing supportive manager. Everyone else in the team is so enthusiastic, and so if you're struggling with anything, you can just say and they'll help you out. And then at colleges, our tutors are always so open, and they've been here, they've done that. So they know from their experiences how to help you. And then they're always so willing to help, it's amazing. The best bit of hairdressing for me is making somebody feel amazing. They walk in and everyone's like, oh, I haven't washed my hair today, I haven't done this, I haven't done that. And it's just like, forget about that, we're going to make you feel fabulous. And when they walk out the door, knowing that they've got that extra boost of confidence, that's what makes it all worth it.